Action.
Strathcoming is now live. Streaming MLB The Show 21, MLB The Show 21 Baltimore Orioles franchise mode.
From the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park, MLB Network is on the air. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Cy Young will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, man.
Brian Roberts, the next batter. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Baltimore, the second baseman, Ryan.
Now here's the first offering. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at. Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, Nick Markakis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. A runner at first with no outs here. Ball two now.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Pulled toward right center field. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it one away.
Batting third.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Ready now is Eddie Murray as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And for me, this is the side he looks more fluid from. A little more control in his swing, and it seems to lead to more consistent contact than from the right side.
Roberts, base runner at first with one out. One and one to the potent switch hitting bat of Eddie Murray. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bowler. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Runners on first with one down. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Cal.
So here is Cal Ripken. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box, Brooks Robinson. A ball and no strikes. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Down the left field line and deep. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. John Means will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year. We'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Now the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Now the first pitch. Andrew Benintendi comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping 1 on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle.
The left fielder, Ryan Mountcastle.
First pitch of the AB now. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting seven, the designated hitter.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff, it should be your focus.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground to third. Boggs fields it cleanly, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Now to the plate, here is Austin Hayes. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on the way. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Popped up. Ortiz waits on it, and the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded through an inning and a half. No score on MLB Network. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, David Ortiz.
The first baseman, David Ortiz.
The pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
The left fielder.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. For his career in this matchup, he's 4 for 14. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted and inside with good hard stuff.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner. But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Batting seventh, the center fielder,
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way.
No, that's cool.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We've played 2. Now 1-0 Boston. Now to bat, Brian Roberts. He collected a base hit his first time up.
the second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Pitch on the way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out.
The right fielder.
Next to dig in, Nick Markakis flew out last time up. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
1 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
3-0 now. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eddie.
So next to bat will be Eddie Murray. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. From the stretch. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Markakis, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Nope, that's
Ball
down.
2.
clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runner at first here, one man out. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Now to the plate, Cal Ripken struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And no advance. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Ready with the 1-1. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Markakis rounds the corner and is headed home. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next.
Kike Hernandez.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Set. Here's the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes, down.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strike out there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Oh, and 1. Here it comes.
Inside ball.
Hit back up the middle. Reined in. step on the bag for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Boston's out in front, 1-0. And now, Brooks Robinson as we begin the top of the 4th.
The third baseman, number 5, Brooks Robinson.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. A ball and 2 strikes now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Struck him out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So here's Trey Mancini, and he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Now into the box, Austin Hayes. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
from the stretch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Benintendi. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. It remains 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The right fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Not an easy thing to do, to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And there's out number one.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Next, here is Wade Boggs. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Up to the plate now is David Ortiz as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. 2 out with the man at first. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Pedro Severino. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball, that's out.
Now the 1-0.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2. Hey. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Brian Roberts. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
1-0.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
So now to the plate, Nick Markakis. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here now is Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hayes on the run for it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The center fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Digging in next, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Hayes is there. 2 gone.
The batter, number 5, Second baseman, Kike.
Striding in for Boston, Kike Hernandez. A base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 2-0.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
2 out, nobody on. Full count now. Fouled off. And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, catcher, Christian.
2 down with a runner at first, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. He's set, and the pitch. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. In the dirt here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. Looking to punch him out again. Pitch. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Here comes the 1-2. Popped him up. Murray in foul ground, and that retires the side. Red Sox leave 1. They lead it 1-0.
She's coming. If I want to keep my life, baby, she'll want it.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Number 33, Eddie Murray.
The pitch.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Well, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Ripped down the first base line. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Stepping in now, Cal Ripken. Oh, and he misses it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
The third baseman, number 5, Brooks Robinson.
Striding in is Brooks Robinson, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. First pitch on its way as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
One out and a runner on third. And Robinson behind 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Left center, base hit, and the run is in to score from third.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, Ryan Mountcastle.
To the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounded to the right, and there's his first base hit in this one. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The 2-1 home. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
First pitch of the AB now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down to the zone will get him an out.
That's wide, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Benintendi has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping up is Pedro Severino. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Red Sox 1. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Thank you, Heidi. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared down the right field line. Murray backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The right fielder, number 16. Andrew Benintendi.
Stepping in next, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now here's the first offering. This is popped up. Robinson has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs.